All right. Well, Jamie, we got a small group today.
Yeah, just us two.
So yeah, we pull up. I should have had that open already.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you have yours open?
no, I'm getting there.
Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, it's under discussion, not modules. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I got it. So for this one, we are supposed to get some peer feedback. So it's about the final project, the paper. So hopefully you came up with a technology-based idea that you're going to write about, and
Yep.
we're just going to run them past each other and see what each other think.
Cool.
So I got my paper pulled up. I can go ahead and screen share, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, it's disabled. I guess it's not that necessary.
I don't know how to change the
That's all
Jamie.
good.
You're a co-host now, so
Oh,
maybe, or
perfect.
you can just tell me about it. Whatever's easier for you.
There you go. Go ahead and share that. So I should just see my paper again, short and sweet, a little over a page. Um, but my idea, because I was lazy this spring and my backyard got completely overgrown. So I was sitting there trying to think about what would make my life easier for cutting this lawn. And so if you've ever mowed a lawn, like the blades get gunked up if it's tall, you have to, dump out the catcher all the time. And so I was like, well, what if there was a lawnmower that just had lasers and just like knocked it all down and like burnt it? And that was my idea. And so I came up with a lawnmower, battery powered lawnmower. Instead of blades, it has lasers. And so I kind of just talked about the different challenges that would come with that, which, there is technology out there. However, to put it into a purchasable, competitive priced package would be quite difficult. But I feel like there would be a market for it. I'm sure I'm not the only one that hates cutting an overgrown lawn.
Yeah,
And
we waited
sorry,
2 weeks, and ours got pretty long.
yeah,
It's
I
pretty
had to
nuts.
go. It was bad, so I had to go with the weed whacker first and just like knock it all down, and then highest setting with the lawnmower, and I'm gonna have to go over it again to get it all the way down. But it's kind of wet still, so I'll let it dry out.
Yeah.
Uh, but that's my idea. There's a couple of different ideas, ways you can go about it, but ultimately, gonna have to put a lot of upfront money into the R&D to try
Yeah,
to make it
so
happen.
I'm picturing like a Roomba, but
Uh,
you've got your outside, obviously, so it has to be a little people got hilly backyards, they got rocks, obstacles, so you have to have some sort of sensor that can, detect obstacles, navigate around them.
yeah, I didn't even think about the Roomba option, but if you had a perfectly flat lawn, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But
Uh
I was just thinking normal lawn
okay.
because
Uh
if you push it, then you don't have to worry about it getting messed up because a blade is can get dislodged or loosened, and same thing with the
oh, I was thinking an automatic for some reason uh lawnmower. So
no
you'd push it,
no
but instead of
yeah
blades, it's got the
yep the
okay,
lasers
tracking now. Tracking now.
yeah. And so you don't have to worry about messing up the engine because dropped it into a hole because your dog digs gopher holes. Um, so I was just saying, it's kind of a silly idea, but hey, it could work.
I wonder how much of a battery or how strong that laser would have to be. We have a Spirit GX laser
Mhm.
at Whiteman. We use it for mostly going away plaques, stuff like that, but we can etch shells, we can etch tools with it, obviously.
Mhm.
Um, but I think that's just like a 5 megawatt.
Megawatt.
I think it's a 5 megawatt, and that thing is pretty gnarly. So I bet they sell them up to like 20, I think. But if you had that laser on there and had like a couple mirrors and had it kind of
That's
sending
what
out.
that's what I'm saying. You can just like roll over the whole thing.
What about when it's you've got a, let's say it hasn't rained in like a month, right? You've got a
Oh,
dry lawn and uh you're essentially burning uh
yeah, there's a there is that part of it. Um, Theoretically in my mind, it would just essentially like cauterize it, not necessarily burn it, if you will. Like, so it
yeah.
would just be a quick cut, not a a slow burn, which would cause a flame. It would just be through it and done.
Yeah.
Which I know would probably be exponentially more powerful of a laser, but
Yeah. And that's my bad. When I was reading your paper and for
mm,
some reason I heard battery powered lawnmower. That's the part I'm reading under your conclusion, and I imagined the Roomba thing. But
you're
uh,
good.
my buddy got a Roomba not too long ago, and you show me. I don't know if it's Roomba or if it's a different brand, but he
Mm,
can. There's a mode where it pretty much it you map out the area that it's responsible for.
mm,
Um, and then it does like its initial it just drives around without, for your case, without mowing, or
mm.
for his vacuum without sucking, and it's just pretty much mapping out the obstacles and everything. And then
Yep.
it sends him a deal on his app that says, hey, here's the area I'm responsible for. Here's what I'm tracking that you told me not to go here and this,
Hmm.
and then you hit go, and then it starts doing it. So if you had a lawnmower that, well, if it's lasers or if it's a traditional lawnmower, but like a Roomba type deal, you can hit go, and then you just wait for the weather to be good enough, and then you send it out there to do its business.
Yeah,
But
that'd be pretty.
yeah. So
A
people,
Roomba lawnmower would be dope.
that would be pretty dope. You got liability if it hits the neighbor's cat or something, but
Yeah, true. Cat
uh
probably just sit on top of it, to be honest.
probably the squirrels. My backyard has so many squirrels, and like we saw a fox, we saw a coyote back there, and we're like the middle of the city. I don't know.
Wow, that's wild.
Yes. All that stuff.
Seen a couple raccoons, but that's about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
um I got my wife, she's like very big into animals and stuff, so I
Mhm.
got her like a camera that would pretty much take pictures of wildlife, and it's night vision equipped, and just put it on a tree, and we can see all kinds
Oh,
of crazy stuff with that.
that's cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Do you want me to hit you with mine real quick?
Yeah,
See
sure.
what you think. So I obviously haven't typed mine up yet. Let's do the 26.
Hmm.
But kind of going from the what was a diary where we had to come up with the innovative technology or something similar to that
Hmm.
means. So what I'm going to write about is I'll give you the pitch. So basically, tried learning how to play disc golf. And I've been doing that for probably about 2 years. It's hobby of mine. We got a course
Hmm.
on base. Several buddies of mine are into it. And the kind of the macho thing is who can throw the farthest, right?
Oh, of
Um,
course, yeah.
so I think for 2 years I am like tapped at 300 feet, and I don't know why. So strength wise, I hope it's not strength. Like I can bench. I used to be able to bench 350 pounds. So like I have the strength. Why can I not get this freaking disc to go beyond 300 feet, right?
Hmm.
Um, so one day I was up at my local course in Lee Summit, and I was on the 10th hole, so I was just throwing a bunch of drives and just
Hmm.
working on my form. Some random guy sees me practicing, walks up, it's like, "Hey man, are you trying to get some distance?" I was like, "Yeah," and he showed me what I was doing wrong. Like pretty much
Hmm.
there's something called the power pocket, which I had looked on YouTube for hours and hours of people doing stuff. I even recorded my form, put it on Reddit, wanted some feedback.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so with which was just like 30 minutes of this guy like working with me, I was able to beat my farthest drive. So I was able to get about 25 extra feet that day, which to me I was consistently less than that. So that was awesome.
Or
Maybe
feet or yards? Sorry.
sorry, it's feet. Did I say yards?
Is it feet? I thought it would be yards, to be honest.
No,
Yeah,
it's feet.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not quite as cool as yards, but it's like an average par three is anywhere from 280 to like
Yeah,
320 or whatever. And then you got obstacles and stuff. But yeah,
yeah.
it's feet.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so it got me thinking. It's like, man, if only like there would be a way for me to get some kind of coaching, like some
Hmm.
hands-on coaching for whatever it is. And then not too long after that, my daughter's learning how to play soccer. She's learning how to swim, and we get some great coaching. But she doesn't have that one-on-one interaction that I think that people
Yeah.
can benefit a lot from. So maybe think about a new platform called Coachify or something like that. But pretty much, I envision it being like an app, kind of like you got like Uber. You got a way that you can see like a profile, like so you could filter by like what you're interested in, if it's sports or if it's hobby
Hmm.
related, and provide people a means to get some hands-on stuff. So
Like a
hands-on
specialist.
coaching,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and you'll coaches or instructors will have a profile. They'll have their ratings on there, what their expertise is, background, their hourly
Hmm.
rate, um, availability, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so it would give people a means to earn income off of their hobbies and interests too. So not only is it
That'd be
providing a
cool.
means, you have an incentive for coaches because they already like what they're probably going to teach.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I did. Let me pull up my
Like that could even
diary.
work for like college athletes that are just trying to make an extra buck.
Absolutely.
They could come out kind of thing.
Yeah. How do you
That's
share your
cool.
screen? Here
That
it
should be
is.
down at the bottom.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So this is my diary. Here's a little,
Oh, cool. You did a drawing too.
yeah. Um, so like this would be like the coach's profile. I don't know why I put 14 an hour there. I just put
Hmm.
something where you
Yep.
can message the coach, book an appointment, links to the social media page or whatever, feedback. So
That's
this would
cool.
be like the coach's profile, and then here's
Hmm.
like if I'm looking for soccer, you can get specialized too. Like, hey, I need to practice my daughter, whatever. I want some uh, goalie lessons. And then here's the people that are in my area, 20 miles, how far they are from me currently.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so it kind of meshes like the Uber slash, I don't know, DoorDash type deal.
That's
But
cool though.
thank you.
Yeah. I see the vision. That could work for sure.
Yeah, so you'd have to have like a background check on the coaches, which could become
Yeah.
costly.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know what the monetization would look like. I don't know if it would be like taking a profit of each transaction
Yeah.
or if
It
there's
probably
going to
would
be like a
be.
subscription type deal.
You could probably do subscription based just to get in, and then obviously you could always do a percentage of the
Yeah.
fee. Small, albeit depending on what your uh, subscription is, but no, that could definitely be profitable for sure.
Yeah. And then maybe eventually branch out into like tutoring stuff
Hmm.
once you got the infrastructure for the app. That one can be done online, and there's stuff like that out there already that exists, but
Yeah, there is. Yeah, the two things for sure.
you got to get the brand built first.
That's true. That's true. That's a good idea. A lot more feasible than my idea, to be honest.
Well, I
I
don't,
was swinging for the fences.
that's the my boss at work calls those idea fairies, but those are important because it gets you thinking about ways that it can actually be implemented. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
because you're trying to do and be able to cut your grass like you said in inclement weather or just your grass is wet. Um,
just in anything. I don't have to go out there and have to, you know, throw a bag of grass away after a couple passes. Like, I just go out there and burn the whole thing. Basically. Burn's the
yeah,
wrong word. Knock it down. I
we
guess
had
disintegrate would be the word I'd want to use.
disintegrate as long as it doesn't catch fire.
Yeah. Disintegrate the grass without catching fire. Yeah. What a move.
Yeah, we had 3 bags this week of grass, so that was a pain in the butt.
Yeah. I filled my whole, what's it called? Green waste bin full of grass.
Oh yeah,
It was tall. It was tall.
nice.
But no, that's a good idea for sure. Like anybody could use it. You could use it for your kids. You could use it for yourself. You could, you know,
Yeah, we're in a competitive soccer league, and I heard some of the parents complaining about not their kids not getting enough hands-on experience. So that was kind of another thing. I did pitch it to them, and they said that would be awesome, but
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
We'll see.
Versus doing it the old-fashioned way of like going to a school and be like, "Hey, would any of your players be interested in, earning a couple bucks by,
Yeah,
you know?"
yeah,
But
just kind of streamline the process.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah, I
well,
think that about covers it, really.
yeah, we only had 2 members. For the record, we had 5 members. We pushed out invites and tried to coordinate it, but we only had 2 people attend today, so uh, I guess that would shorten our time down.
Yeah, quite a bit for sure.
Yeah. Well, Jamie, thanks for coming, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
sharing your idea. Uh,
appreciate hosting
wish you
it.
wish you the best, man.
Yeah, you as well. Good
All
luck.
right. Thank you.
All right, bye.